Hello traders, and welcome back to Trading with Bill, Options and Forex on a Friday, November 20th, 2015. Helping losing traders become winning traders. Do that too. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Cloudy skies, and we have just entered the London Open about 3 minutes ago when I started this recording. I think it was a good time to start recording as ECB President Draghi just started to speak, and it's really nothing we want to do when he's at the microphone, because he's bound to say something that will jolt our charts. All right, got some currency charts, and we got some options charts to take a look at today. So we'll get started with that, but first let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and yes, they do call me Bill. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006, and in 2008 I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, got on the Big Bird, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, traders, I'm in my 8th year, and I'm still living in Asia and absolutely love it. I work a normal day, early in the morning to late at night, and love trading options and Forex on a daily basis. I use fundamentals, but I'm a technician. I love analyzing charts, candlesticks, price action, price structure, harmonics, support, resistance, everything I can possibly do to get an edge to win my trades. And traders, yes, I lost a trade yesterday. I entered the Aussie dollar yesterday, and yep, I didn't make the trade. Got stopped out, woke up this morning, and yep, I was stopped out. I got in at 67 and went all the way up to 72.20, I think it was, or something like that. And my stop was at 71.96, I think was my stop. So, yep, got stopped out on that baby. But that's the way it goes. We do get stopped out. It happens. So I did lose that trade. All right, enough about me. Let's get on with our risk disclaimer. Forex and options trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks to be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex and options markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. And if I can add to that, please have a good money management system. Know what you're trading, know what you can lose, know what you can gain, what's your risk. Right? You need to know all that stuff. And remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's get started, and we're going to start with our Forex charts today. And talking about the Aussie, here it is. Here's the Aussie dollar, a little bugger. Like I said, I got in at 71.66, I think it was, or 67, yesterday. And, yep, and my friends came up all the way to 72.18, 19. It came all the way back up and stopped me out. So, really weird. Price came down and then kicked back up again, and this is a 4-hour chart. Sorry about that, guys. I just realized that this is a 4-hour chart, and the reason I put this in here was not to talk about my trade. But anyhow, I got stopped out on the trade. For some reason the Aussie dollar is going up. I don't quite understand it. I don't know if it's the oil thing. I don't have a grip on why we have such dollar strength and the currency pairs are not showing it. The euro is going up, the Aussie is going up, the pound is going up, right? All these dollar pairs are going up, and we have dollar strength, right? It's like really boggling my mind. But anyhow, it is what it is. The market does what the market does. I wanted to show you this chart because, and how did I know, by the way, it was a 4-hour chart, other than it says 240 on it? Remember, all my charts are color-coded, so you can see the support and resistance on the chart, and it's magenta outline, which means it's a 4-hour chart. So I just wanted to show you that basically, if we would have taken this trade, which would have been last week or Monday, somewhere in there, maybe even longer, and you would have taken this, you basically would have actually came up into your profit area. You probably would have gotten out at 71.80 at C. What is that? 71.68. Yeah, you would have probably gotten out of there and taken some nice profits on that. And your entry would have been 70.40. So yeah, it would have been a nice trade. That's a nice 170 pip trade. If you would have taken that trade off these longer term charts, like longer term, but you have to, you have to have the equity to put the stops where the stops need to be, right? So, the stop would go right below the support level. So you're probably looking at 0.6980 or something like that. However, true, you're putting in a stop that's pretty hefty. However, you just made 170 pips, so it is what it is, right? Okay, let's move over to the euro dollar. I'm like really sick of the euro dollar, but I thought it was important to talk about it. You can notice on this that we have support resistance. Okay, it's a 1 hour chart, and I put a trend line in there, and you can see it's yellow. Why? Because it's a 1 hour chart. And I put this trend line in there, broke the trend line and broke through it. And now we have Draghi speaking. Now this broke through it before the London Open. I took this photograph before the London Open by about 10 minutes. So we'll see how this goes. It's Friday, and I think we're going to see a lot of profit taking at the beginning and the end of our trading sessions. So we're coming, into London, opening of the market, and it's a huge market, and then I would be cautious at London lunch, and then of course you have the New York Open, then the London close, and the New York close about an hour to an hour and a half before that close. Prices get pretty volatile, especially on a Friday. So just keep an eye, just remember that, and just keep an eye on it as we go through our trading day. I want to sell this. I do want to sell this, I have to be honest with you. And it has nothing to do with the harmonic pattern, because harmonic patterns, it's finished. It's done its job. This, if we get a retest of this trend line, I might jump in this and take this to the downside. But I won't do anything until Draghi stops speaking, and he's speaking at an economic something, and he's the keynote speaker. So I would assume that means he's going to speak for about an hour. So until he stops speaking, I'm not interested in doing anything on any chart, right? Okay, so that's my outlook on the euro dollar. I don't expect it to continue to the upside for a long time, and I do expect this dollar strength to really kick in and take this down. All right, let's take a look at the euro yen. Take a look at the yen pair. Not a lot of price action, right? This is a 60-minute chart. If you're in this from this, we did look at this earlier in the week, and we looked at this butterfly pattern. And if you did look at this and you entered it, you did pretty well. If you got down to that 131.40 area, you might want it to have exited the trade. We normally take our first profits at B, right, and then we want to take our concluding profits at C, right, which would have been 131.21, but never made it down there. Actually ended up coming all the way back up, and now it's coming back down again. So this is in congestion. This is sideways price action. So like there's nothing going on here, and this has got to be pretty close to 2 days worth of congestion here, where there's no price action here that's relevant for us to take an entry. There's no entry here, folks. There really is no entry here. I wouldn't consider taking this unless it was back up to 132.000. That for me would be a pretty nice area to get in. I'd want to get way back up there and then sell it. But I really don't want to get involved with it right here, especially on a Friday. If you do hold trades over the weekend, you're pretty safe because there is no economic data coming out over the weekend. All right, let's head on over to some options charts. Not a lot of news to talk about today. I just want to show you some price action on the strength of the market. The market is very, very bullish. I want you to look at this Apple trade. A week ago, we were looking at this Apple was at 111, folks. Okay, 111. We're now up to 118, right? It actually hit the 120 price, right? So close at 118.78. I mean, this thing is on the move to the upside. Take a look at our moving averages. You can see that our 200 is now prices above it. You can see our 50 is now below price, and our 10 is below price, is what we want to see. And the 10 is curved to the upside. So, this really shows the movement and the momentum that this is really on an uptick. And you can see the little green arrow there at the 115.44. That is our personal pivot point that says to take this long. If you take a look at our indicators on the bottom, the market DNA hasn't given us an upbeat here yet. It'll be interesting to see when New York opens if it will switch to the upside. However, stochastics did quite a while back. Actually, looks like on the 16th, actually crossed over. So this is now in the move to the upside. So yeah, here we go. Blah blah blah. And you're looking at this you're looking for this to go to 125. That looks like resistance to me. That 125 area, I'd be looking. So we'll see. This looks like a really good weekly option potential on a Monday. I don't know if I'll get into it yet. We're going to see how the weekend goes, see how Friday goes. It depends on how late I stay up into the New York session. We'll take this possibly on a weekly option. Maybe I'll take it 14 days out and take this to the upside. But I do think it's going to go to 125. I like that. Now, I'm talking myself into it, you can see, right? But this really looks good to the upside. So maybe we'll take a vertical spread and, we'll sell at the, like the 112 and 113. And we'll stick a buy at the 110 for protection. So yeah, this looks good. I might take this trade. We'll have to take a look at it when the New York opens, if I'm in front of my charts. It is Friday. All right, let's take a look at the spiders. Remember, this is a ETF of the S&P 500. Look, again, just take a look at yesterday. This thing just really moved to the upside yesterday. Again, the DNA hasn't been able to catch on, but however, stochastics knew it was coming, and again, on the 16th, it notched to the upside, and we did get an up move on our personal pivots day before yesterday, and yesterday we closed out it as a doji, and so we'll have to keep an eye on that. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. It looks like that candle closed at 208.55, so we will definitely keep an eye on that. And we're looking at, I put a resistance line in there that at 212.5. So, just take, that's resistance. So, we got some movement here. We got some play here. So, this is a definite possibility going into next week. I'm in five I'm in 5 options trades now, but one expires today, and I'm only negative like $20 in this thing, and I really want this to hopefully gain some movement and get us to the upside at the end of the New York close, so I can make profit on that. But we're not going to know until New York closes. I'm not going to do a thing until New York closes, unless it jumps up. And I tried to get out of this early in the weekend. They wouldn't give me my price. They wouldn't even come close, and I lowered my price a lot, and they wouldn't. I couldn't get out of the trade, so I'm not going to take a hit, right? We'll just stay in there and wait for expiration. All right, the last one I wanted to look at was what everybody's talking about, and that is, this is crude oil, and you can see we're at 41.82. I think Brent is up at 43 the last time I looked. So oil is sort of like sideways now, so we'll see what happens here. Again, I put the support level down there, that gray rectangle box down there. So, at about 39 down there to about 38 is your support area. But this doesn't look like this is going to do everything. All of our moving averages are above price, and I really don't want to fight this going into it, and I don't trade oil per se. So I just put this up because I just wanted you to see how bearish oil is. And somebody said oil was going down to 30. So yeah, it is what it is, right? So we'll see. We'll see. We're going to watch the soil up pretty close as we go along. All right, right on time, 15 minutes. Great deal. Good stuff, traders. Oh, traders, it's been a great week to be with you. Please follow me at tradingwithbill.com. You can go to my website, watch this video, and all the other videos. Just click on the video channel. And also, if you follow me on WKG1960 on Twitter, that would be wonderful. And if you do go to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. That would be very nice of you. And not much else to say. Like I said, nobody's talking over the weekend, so if you leave your trade over the weekend, I think you're pretty safe. And looking forward to Monday. All right, traders, enjoy your weekend. I'm going to enjoy my weekend break. Got a lot of hours to go, though. Got a long day ahead of us, but we're ready for it. So buckle in and let's have some fun. Let's see if we can grab some profits. All right, traders, have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Take care now. Talk to you on Monday. Bye-bye.